So today we're going to try 3 local bourbons to us here in Dubuque, Iowa. We have Mississippi River Distilling, Cedar Ridge Winery and Distilling, and Blaum Brothers Distilling. We have a special guest today. Unfortunately, part of the tasting of these bourbons, the file got corrupt and I'm unable to recover it. But we do have the half where we blind taste test an original cocktail I created, and we are going to be able to show that to you guys. So here, first, I'm going to show you some beautiful B-roll of all 3 of these locations. I hope you enjoy. All right, so we're back. YouTube magic. We got cocktails in front of us, and Leandro and Riley are going to try them and see if they can tell which bourbon is in which cocktail.
You forgot my name for a second.
So we got an original cocktail that I did called Dusty Chaps. I came up with this. We did a full episode, link in the description. It's just a play off an old fashioned. We have 1.5 ounces of bourbon, 1/2 ounce of Ancho Reyes, 4-pepper honey syrup that I created. It's got bird's eye, black pepper, chipotle, ancho in it, and then cinnamon, honey. Did a double broiler, let that all cook in, add some water to make sure it doesn't harden up in the shaker when you shake.
Yes, and you shake this even though there's no citrus because you have to break up the honey.
Right, I'm gonna do my best here, but I think that syrup is gonna make it so that we can't use it. The thing is that I think what we're gonna be able to tell here is like how prominent the body of this cocktail is.
Right.
Like because I'm like, you know, with this guy right here, the Cody Road, it was very watery on the front,
right?
And so that means that the other things
flavors,
in this, other flavors in this cocktail are going to be more prominent,
right.
Whereas like something like this that's a little hot and it has more body and that big rye spice,
right?
So we might be able to tell the difference in that way.
Yep. Exactly. And now
it doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there.
That's true.
The correlation.
If I get there.
Right. If you get there. The correlation of the drink order does not mean the correlation of the bottle order. Let's go ahead and try. Which one do you want to try first?
I'm gonna try this one.
The funky glass.
Wait, are all of our hours the same though?
Yep.
Like,
yes.
So when we taste the same glassware, it's the
yes.
same. That's why you did corresponding glassware.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Had to be doubly sure. Okay.
My palate is wrecked from this stuff that goes up here.
That's the baseline.
Yep.
But it's so much pepper.
Yeah, it is a lot.
She's allergic to me.
All right, touche.
She'll argue about anything as long as you want that argument to go for.
That's true. I'm pretty good at arguing.
Okay. The bourbon is a lot more prominent in that second one.
Right. The first one, it's a spice fest.
Yes, the first one's a spice fest. This one, the bourbon's a lot more prominent. I think that it's going to be really tough to tell between these two with the other ingredients.
Right.
I think I already know which one this is.
Yeah.
So Riley was saying I do shake this because to get the honey syrup, because if you just stirred it, it wouldn't really incorporate that much.
Right.
And I do kind of like, you know, obviously when you shake, you dilute, but you also add air. I kind of like.
I think I already know.
Yeah.
I think I already know which one is which.
You already tried the third one?
I might be wrong, but yeah, I tried the third one.
Ooh.
I think I know which is which.
I think I'm there.
Let's just talk about now the flavoring of them.
Okay.
Like
this is super prominent in the pepper. Pepper's really prominent in this, and then obviously you get the sweetness as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This guy has very prominent bourbon.
Right.
Yes.
And a little bit of that like
The bite
from the bourbon. And then this guy is very similar to this guy, but the bourbon is more prominent in here than it is in here.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, can I do this?
Go
Or are
ahead.
we gonna wait? I'm gonna say that this guy is this guy, this guy is this guy, and that's that. That's what I think.
I tend to be in agreement because I think the thing that separates the two on the ends for me, obviously, to me, I agree with you. This one is the Blaum Brothers, so we can just put this guy aside. But I think the difference between these two, I taste more honey here, and it does have the water feel on the palate, the same as the Cody Road. So that's.
I just feel like the bourbon disappeared in that, and that wateriness is going to make the bourbon disappear. Whereas this guy actually had bourbon flavor in it. Whereas this one, I was sort of like,
searching
do
for it.
I even? Yeah, I was like searching for the bourbon flavor.
Which one do you like the most? Which?
The middle one.
The middle one.
The middle one because you know what I like about the middle one is that the middle one has it has a spiciness apart from the pepper.
Right.
It has that proof. You can taste the proof. I mean, now I don't know. I mean, the ice has been sitting in here for 10 more minutes now, so there's gonna be more water in here. So it's it's like I don't know. Our first tastes are gonna be the most accurate, but yeah, like this guy holds up. Like you can taste the proofiness of it. I think so.
And it does hold up to the spices.
It holds up to the spice and it holds up to the sweetness.
Right, and I think that's why Eagle Rare was a good one too, because that one was a little bit more sour. And it pulled the citrus.
This third one kind of got like a weird orange citrus kind of flavor kind of going on in my opinion. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, if I put like, just like a lemon in there as a garnish, kind of, for me at least.
Honestly, I kind of think that is because you doubled up on ancho. Because you put ancho in the honey, right? In the syrup.
And then the ancho.
And then you also have the ancho ray. So you doubled up on the ancho, and I kind of feel like you get that big, like you get a lot of that ancho flavor.
Yeah. What do you think of the cocktail of this in general? Do you like
It's
it?
good, yeah. It's got a nice spice to it. I think that if it were me, do you want me to do this? Because to be 100% honest, I think that it needs a little bit more acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little overly sweet, especially because you're putting you got a liqueur that's got sugar content, and you got a pretty sweet syrup. So if you use a proofier bourbon, it's going to stand up to the sweetness a little bit better. And then if you just do a little more acid.
Oh, like lemon. Like we did from
If you did lemon, If you did lemon, if you did a little more acid. What was the acid in
I
this?
love hearing I'm
None.
right.
Oh, none. So you stirred it, yeah. So it needs acid. It needs to shake it.
Yeah.
So this is a stirred cocktail.
No, it is shaken
we
because you have
shaken
to break up the honey.
So
gotcha,
I liked the incorporation.
Wait, how much honey was it?
Half
an ounce of honey.
Half ounce ancho, 1.5 of bourbon.
So I would go like 1 1/4, half, 3/4, 3/4 lemon, something like that. And I think it would be just the acid's going to balance out the sweetness.
I love hearing I was right. I love it.
So this is the one out of the 4 drinks. This is the one that we argued the most about. Back and forth, quarter of this, half.
Because the first draft did have those specs that you were just saying.
Right. Yeah.
The exact specs. And I was like, I love this. This is great.
Right.
And it did, it also pulls through the dryness. And that's where we got the name Dusty Chaps.
But you know,
because it was
honestly,
like dusty on your palate.
even if you take away the lemon, if you want to get your acid from a different place, it would be really nice. Like if you made yourself like a lemon pineapple shrub and got your acid from a little bit of lemon or like lemon peel.
Right.
So you get the essence of the lemon without the acid, and then you get the acid from like apple cider vinegar. It could go really well in this, and it would be like a nice fall flavored cocktail.
Because the spice would stand up to the vinegar.
Absolutely. You get, and not only that, but also vinegar is a little less bitey.
We got the results.
All right.
So you both in agreement?
Yep.
I mean, this is what I think. I'm not changing, even if I'm dead wrong. I'm not changing.
You guys are absolutely right.
It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, right.
It was pretty straightforward.
It was pretty straightforward.
Right.
I gotta say.
This was probably the easiest of all of the ones that we've done.
Right.
Like it.
Man, I was hoping you were gonna throw me a frickin' curveball.
Right. So
here.
was I. But like, they're all so different.
We were gonna do a different cocktail, but you wanted us to do an original, and we usually
I wanted you to do an original. I wanted to taste your original.
But
I just think it's funner that way.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We were debating on that, and
the only reason there was a debate was because of there is so much spice. Is the bourbon going to stand up to it?
Right. I mean, you could have said that, and then I would have been like, you know what, maybe you're right, and just do whatever cocktail.
Right.
But I'm glad that I got to taste something that you made. I'm also glad that we had a little R&D session about it.
Right. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. Moral of the story of this episode of the Tasting Room, sponsored by Listen to Your Girlfriends or Wives.
Listen to your lady.
Listen to the females in your life because they're probably right and they probably said it 3 months ago.
That's right. We can start a hashtag.
Yes.
LTYL. Listen to your lady.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping out. We appreciate it. It was fun.
This is a blast, man. This is awesome. I hope we get to do it again.
Right. We want to come out to LA. I mean, my
some
little
point.
brother lives out there.
Well, you come out to LA, we're shooting the videos.
Right. So stay tuned for next week. Again, this whole month is inspired by Shop Local. So we've used all 3 of these throughout the entire month of December. So shop whatever is local to you. Give it as a gift. Who doesn't like bourbon as a gift? Right?
Give it as a gift. Make a
Nobody
cocktail
doesn't
with it.
like bourbon as a gift unless they are in age.
Right.
Those people don't like bourbon as a gift.
Which
Don't
we
get them-
appreciate.
Don't get them.
Yes.
Yeah, don't get from that.
Yes.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Take a glass.
Thanks for
All right,
stopping by,
cheers.
guys. Cheers.